Good afternoon. It's really a pleasure to be able to present here at Finovate, and we've been looking forward to this for quite a while. We're actually acutely aware that we are one of only 2 presentations left between you and coffee and muffins. And at this time, this deep in a conference, that can actually be kind of like being between a mother bear and her cubs. So we're going to try to keep you guys really entertained. We think you're going to find what we have to be really cool. But also, when our colleagues across the stage are presenting, please be kind, because they're actually a little closer to the bear than we are. So look out for that. So I have a couple questions for you to start off. When you left your house this morning, did you leave the door wide open and unlocked? You probably didn't do that, did you? What about when you parked your car? Did you leave that with the windows down and the trunk open and the hood popped so anybody could go in and take stuff out? I mean, there are areas in the Bay Area where if you do that, you come back and you won't even have seats. So I don't think you did that either. But the last time you used your debit cards and your credit cards, you did leave those unlocked. You left your money unlocked. Now, this is 2014, so that actually doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? Well, today, with RedGiant, you can actually lock up your money just like you lock the rest of your valuables. So I'm going to tell you about our consumer-facing service, RedGiant. What we did is we started with an ordinary card, regular MasterCard debit card. We added a lot of intelligence in the cloud, and then we coupled it with an iPhone app. What that does is that gives you 4 really exciting capabilities that you didn't have before. The first thing is we keep your RedGiant card locked, so your money's safe, because that'll decline at the point of sale. When you're ready to use it, you just unlock it with the mobile app. Second, when you go to unlock it with the mobile app, we actually give you critical, actionable financial info right then, so you can make better spending decisions. Third, when you buy something, we give you an on-screen receipt that's really useful. It allows you to make notes, categorize the transaction, and then you can download all that data to track your expenses. And fourth, we've come up with a really slick way to let you keep your online and offline expenses separated, so you have an added layer of security and additional peace of mind. Those are digital cards. They also appear right on screen.
When you sign up for RedGiant, you get 2 things. You get the app, and you get this cool RedGiant card. It's just a regular debit card that you can use anywhere MasterCards are accepted. So let's start the demo.
So on the screen, you have the mobile app, and here's the card. They're linked. Now, I can take this into a store and buy something. First, though, like we said, we usually keep your card locked. So let's assume for a second that I left that card somewhere and somebody else picked it up. Now, Lindsay has a store set up, so if we can switch over to the iPad for a second, you'll see she can actually try to sell someone something. Now, the person who has the card, let's assume, is somebody who stole it. All right? Now, that was declined. And if you switch back over to the iPhone, you'll see that we got an alert. So this is really cool, because you're the first one to find out that there's been a problem, not the last one. You're the first one. And the reason that was declined, we actually tell you in the alert, because the card was locked. So you see the lock symbol was locked. Normally, though, you're the one with your card. So let's unlock. I just touched the lock button. And now, if she runs the card, it'll be a normal transaction. So that one will authorize, and actually, yeah, sign for me. That's fine. That authorized, we got an alert, of course, but also we got some other important stuff. We got an immediate balance update, and I saw my balance when I unlocked the card. So I had a chance to think, do I actually really want to buy whatever I'm going to buy, right? Critical timing for a little bit of information there. It's not obtrusive. It's just very useful. Now, the balance updated, my spending versus targets updated. Those are the pie charts. And I got a transaction summary, right? And usually, you actually won't even need to pick up a paper receipt, because you'll get one of these. So that shows me where I spent my money, how much I spent. If it's a restaurant, you see the tip and things like that in there. I get a map of my location. I can type in some details about my transaction. Let me see if I can spell Finovate in front of everyone. There we go. And then I can categorize it. And then I download that whenever I want, and I have all the data. Okay? Now here's something that's really, really cool. When I unlocked my card, RedGiant actually put a fence around me, a circle. We call these secure zones. As long as I stay in the secure zone, my card works. It's unlocked. But when I'm done shopping and I go home, RedGiant locks the card for me automatically. I don't even have to think about it. So when I asked about this morning when you left your home, did you lock the door? Most people were like, yeah, I did. But then there were some of you who were thinking, actually, did I lock my door? No question. You leave the area, your card's locked.
For traditional debit cards, there's no difference between real-world and online purchases. So the same card you used to check out with at Trader Joe's is also linked to your iTunes, Amazon, Travelocity, and numerous other online accounts. So if you happen to leave your wallet and your shopping cart at Trader Joe's and have to call the bank to cancel the card, well, that's kind of a problem, because as soon as you've done that, you have to start the tedious process of re-entering payment information in numerous other online sites, which can take months. But that's not really a problem with RedGiant, because your virtual card and your physical cards are completely separate. So if you lose your physical RedGiant card, leave it in your shopping cart at Trader Joe's, that's fine. Your digital card won't be affected because it's virtual, it's on your phone, and the two really need to be paired to work. So it can give you peace of mind. And another thing that I love about RedGiant, which appeals to my laziness, is if you're buying something online, you don't have to get up off the couch to get your wallet. Just pull up your phone, hold your thumb down, and a picture of your virtual card will show up as long as you enter your PIN.
So that's RedGiant. 4 main things. Locked cards that protect your money. Actionable spending info right when you're going to make purchase decisions. Useful online on-screen receipts. And digital cards that separate online from offline. Now, you can go to redgiantmobile.com right now and get this. This is consumer-facing. You can sign up for an invitation right now. It works with any bank. You can fund this from any bank. You don't have to change banks. So go to redgiantmobile.com, sign up for an invitation, and we're also out in the demo area. Thank you.